It's Wellness Nerd Out time! What's happening, you guys? Happy Wend Wellness Nerd Out time. And today we're going to be talking about the rotator cuff muscles, where they originate, where they attach, how they're innervated, more importantly, how we can strengthen them, and especially in a preventative or prophylactic sense before we get hurt. Prehab is what we're preaching today. So, also good for people that are going through rehabilitation and have hurt their shoulder in the past, torn the rotator cuff or something. But of course, first, you should be consulting your doctor about the exact exercises you need to be doing. If you have any questions for me, I would be happy to help. But these are some general good exercises that are good for strengthening your rotator cuff. So first, let's talk about the muscles. So what do we got in the rotator cuff? We have four muscles. We have the supraspinatus, the infraspinatus, we have the teres minor, and the subscapularis. And the supraspinatus originates in the supraspinatus fossa of the scapula. It is the most superiorly located of these muscles. In the supraspinatus fossa of the scapula, and it attaches or inserts onto the greater tuberosity of the humerus. And the supraspinatus is responsible for the first 15 degrees of abduction. I say AB to not confuse it with adduction. It's abduction. So first 15 degrees of abduction of the arm, which this is abduction of the arm, right? This is abducting the arm. So it's the first 0 to 15, all right? So that's where it kicks in, does the supraspinatus. Also, like all of the other muscles in the rotator cuff, it is responsible for stabilizing the humeral head. That is your arm bone up here. The head of it in your socket of the scapula, also known as the glenoid fossa, okay, the glenoid cavity. So the nerve innervation is the suprascapular nerve, C4, C6, all right? Next up, we have the infraspinatus, and you guessed it, it originates in the infraspinatus fossa of the scapula, and it also inserts onto the greater tuberosity of the humerus. And the infraspinatus acts a little differently than the supraspinatus in the sense that it's responsible for external rotation of the arm. So externally rotating, or it could be like this, externally, or externally rotating the arm. All right, so that's the infraspinatus. Also, obviously, as we said, it stabilizes the humeral head in the glenoid cavity. And its innervation is the suprascapular nerve as well, nerve roots C5, C6. Next up, we have the teres minor, and the teres minor originates on the lateral border of the scapula posteriorly, and it inserts onto, you guessed it, the greater tuberosity of the humerus. We'll talk about the only muscle that doesn't here in a second, insert onto the greater tuberosity. And the teres minor, innervated by the axillary nerve, nerve roots C5, C6, is responsible for external rotation of the arm and adduction. So if the arm were to externally rotate and come towards you, that's teres minor, teres minor, teres minor. There you go. So the last one we'll talk about before we talk about exercises is the subscapularis. And the subscapularis originates in the medial 2/3 of the subscapular fossa of our scapula, and it inserts onto the lesser tuberosity of the humerus. It's the only of the four muscles in the rotator cuff that insert onto the lesser tuberosity of the humerus instead of the greater tuberosity, and it is anteriorly located. So it is responsible for internal rotation of the humerus, and also, of course, like we didn't say for the teres minor either, they both also are responsible for stabilizing the humeral head and the glenoid cavity. And so it's, I say that, I know it seems redundant, right? But how they all stabilize the humeral head aside from their other actions. But it shows you that if you were to injure a common tendon of insertion of these muscles in the rotator cuff, we could have a lot of stability issues, right? And so it's important to strengthen these muscles before we get hurt. It's important to strengthen them and to prepare them for greater loads before we take them on, whether it be going to the gym or going through daily life, especially if you're elderly or more prone to injury, right? Or if you've had injuries in the past. And so what can we do to strengthen them? Well, first up, I'll show you this one on the wall. You take your hands and you're going to take two fists like this, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to take your shoulders, put them back and down, okay? So tightening your back with good posture, and you're going to press against the wall. Now you'll press against it, but instead of pressing and coming back, you're going to keep it nice and tight, squeezing your shoulder blades together. You're going to press and not let yourself come back. So it looks like this. So we're pressing, not letting myself come back, squeezing my back. All right? Then you can do a same motion type thing in reverse. You put your back against the wall, flat. You put your elbows 90 degrees. Your upper arm should be against the wall, and you're pushing up, but don't let your body come forward. Keep your body there and push. Push your elbows into it. Push, 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 right? So if we could do that for both exercises where we're holding it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax, go. If you could do 10 sets of that each way, very good, okay? You could do this type of stuff every day. It shouldn't make you sore, anything like that, right? So another thing we can do is we can lay on our back. See if you can see me from here. We can, hey, there you go. You can lay on our back and put our arms straight up in the air. Straight up. Now what we're going to do is reach for the sky. But the arms stay straight. What's moving? My shoulder blades, my scapulae, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keeping the arms straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so on, right? And again, if you could do that 10 times, that's one set, that's good to start. We'll try to do that for all of the exercises we're going to say, right? So next up, what we're going to do is grab our magic wand, you guys. Magic wand. So mine came from a broom that I took the head off of. Take the head off of your broom, okay? And now you can take it like this with your palms up. This is one exercise they recommend. You know, it's maybe not my favorite, but it is somewhat effective. And you go shoulder width apart, your hands. Keep your elbows pretty tight to your body, and side to side, side to side, side to side. And you'll feel it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And try to do 10. All right? Now, something that I like, you know, I made this one up, at least as far as I know. I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but I don't see it. You take your arms shoulder width apart. You're going to put them straight. All right? I'm going to move forward for this. You're going to put them straight. Shoulder width apart. And what I want you to do is pull that thing apart. Pull it apart. You're going to come all the way back. Slow. Nice and slow. All the way. Keep pulling apart, and then all the way up. And then all the way back. That's 1. See if you can do 10. All right, that'll be very good. Maintain tension the whole time, really pulling apart. All right, I think that's a good one. So aside from that, we have wall crawls you can do. Now this is more of like a, wall crawls are more like you got hurt and you're in the early stages of rehab, where you have your fingers on the wall and you crawl them up. Crawl, 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 crawl. Keep your arms straight. Crawl, 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 crawl. And then down, and you can do it where you're facing the wall. Oh, crawl, crawl, crawl. That's, I mean, for me, I think it's a little easy for people that, you know, you're not hurt already. When we talk about prehab, the ones I've shown thus far are pretty good, I think, for preventative purposes, right? Now, another good one is you take a ball and you roll it on the wall. Now, we've showed rolling it, so rolling it like this, up and down, rolling it side to side, rolling it in a circular motion, then going the other way, right? But another one that we can do is we can have it on the wall, and you can let your elbow bend a little and fall into it, and then push back. Let your elbow bend, push back, all right? You can even do that one with the flat hand just on the wall. You don't even need a ball for that, right? So what else do we got here? Internal, external rotation with bands. So you could tie a band to a doorknob, or, you know, whatever. You can wedge it in the door, however you want to do it. You got to make sure it's nice and tight and stabilized, pinned down at one point. And what you're going to do is pull it towards you. Now, when you're pulling it, I want you to imagine that you're holding a glass of red wine, okay? Red wine, I like better. I don't even know why I said red. You're holding a glass of any colored wine. And you can't spill it, all right? This isn't a barbaric house party. This is a classy glass of wine. You're holding it with your life, okay? So you're holding it. You have a towel wedged here in between your arm that you have to keep there. So you have to pin it. You have to pin this towel right here, okay? You're pinning it, and you're gonna take that glass, and by glass I mean the band, bring it in, right? Remember, you're pinning that towel, and back, nice and slow, in, okay? And then you can do the same thing where you go outward, okay? Outward. It should be a slow and controlled, a focused, contractive motion. And that's why I say pretend that you're holding a glass of wine when you're doing it, all right? So, or something that's precious to you don't want to spill. I hope it's not soda, because that's really bad for you. Who do we got on here? W0661F. How you doing? Thank you for hopping on, my friend. Hope you got something out of it. As for the rest of you, thank you very much. Another one down, and we'll see you tomorrow, you guys. Not sure where, not sure when, but I'll see you then. Have a great night, and happy Wend Wellness. Thank you.